So hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to make a game using some normal assets in Unity. Today we are going to make a 3D game. This is level 1 of making a 3D game. This is beginner friendly. This is fully beginner friendly. So if you are getting started with Unity, 3D, you can follow along. So let's get started. Without further ado, you should probably smash that like button down below this video, and there's going to be a red subscribe button. Make that subscribe button gray so we can get 100 subscribers before the year ends. This is our goal, to get 100 subscribers before the year ends. Okay, so let's get started. First, what we need to do is, first step of making a game, or if you are doing this, right click under the hierarchy tab, go to 3D, create a plane, go to this tool, drag the white box to scale it up. This is the scaling tool. Go to this tool again, right click under the hierarchy again, 3D, and then select sphere. You can also use an capsule, but if you are a beginner and you need to follow along with me, you should probably use an sphere, or you can use a capsule if you want to. Okay, so what we are going to do is, we have this. So as you can see, the second step we are going to do to get things organized, you are not going to have this folder right here. You are just going to have the scenes folder, so don't just ignore this folder. And then right click under the assets and then create and folder, and let's just rename it as mats. Mats is the short form for materials. Go in that folder, right click again, go to create, go to select material, name that material whatever you want. I'm going to name it floor, and then let's press enter. So what we can do is add this material to our floor, and then we can change the material's colors to do different things. But what I am going to do is just select this knob right here in front of albedo and ignore this. You are just going to have these default ones from right here to right here. Just select the default checker box, select that, and then you will have this pattern right here. Select the color of your choice. I am just going to select a grayish color. Okay, or I should do this. And what you can do is go to your tiling, and you can switch your tiling. If you, instead of 1, you can type 5 and 5. So if you can get more checkerboards on your plane. Okay, so that was that. Choose the material that you want, and you can tweak around with this tiling setting also. Control Z to undo. And then let's just right click again, create material, and then let's just rename it as player, enter. And then just first let's just drag it to our player. Make sure to drag it to our player, or you can just drag it right here to the sphere. We can change the color, so I should probably change the color that matches a bit, or you can just see how you want to. I'm not good at choosing these things, so you can do it however you want. So I will just select like this color. That does not match with that, but I'm still doing it. You can select whatever you want, and there's not going to be an albedo map for this. Let's just click right here to come out of our maths folder. let's just save and then click right here on the game window. Okay, I forgot to mention this, but you can tweak around with these things in Unity. You can drag any of the window to anywhere you want, and this is not, if you load into Unity, that this is not how it is going to look like. This is my choice of layout, how I like it. So what it will look like is, it will look like something like this. Yep, but I don't like this layout, that's why I made my own layout, and that's why I use this layout. So without any of that crap, let's just start with the stuff part. Right click again, go to create folder, and then let's just name it script. And if you have seen my other tutorials like player movement and how to roll a ball and whatever, or camera follow, let's just go to stuff, and these are the two scripts that I taught on those tutorials. So we are not going to waste these scripts, we are going to use these scripts in this tutorial also. And then let's just put it in the scripts folder right there, and then I'll go to the scripts folder. Okay, let it open. It usually does not take this much time. Okay, because I imported both of those scripts, so it has imported that script folder into this script folder. That would be a little bit of confusion for you new guys. I'm pretty much new to Unity as well. Okay, so first, if you not have seen those tutorials, I will go through these scripts right now. Let's first open the play movement script. If you haven't, you should probably watch those videos also. I don't know how to pronounce things, just ignore that stuff. Okay, so it's doing it. It's opening this in the editor of your choice. I like Visual Studio Code, so it's opening it in that. Okay, so this is the thing. We just created 3 variables and one the type of vector 3, 2 key codes, key pause and key neck, and because we needed it to show right, I will show we can tweak these values from our editor. So that's why we set the serialized field attribute on top of this, and then in the void update function we throw an if statement, input dot get key parentheses key positive, and in that if statement we set the get component variable and then set these HTML brackets less than and greater than, and then inside of that we type rigid body just like this. Then we put some parentheses, dot velocity space plus equals to space v force, and then and semicolon. Don't forget to put some semicolons where I have. And then we did the same thing with a key neck, and then we set the, instead of doing an addition, we set it to subtraction. So that's what we did. This is a pretty simple script, and then we will just drag this script to our player to our sphere. After I drag it to that, yep, it has been added right here. Sphere will have an sphere collider, and if it doesn't, it has. Yep, it will have. You don't need to think about those things. Like you can see, because of this serialized field attribute, or what's that called, I forgot, it's showing these variables in Unity. So for this script to work, we need to have a rigid body to the component which we have added the script to. So we need to go to add component, type rigid body, and make sure, because we are making a 3D game, make sure to get the normal rigid body, not the rigid body 2D. So let's click on rigid body, and then we have the rigid body in here. And then what we will do is we can add the same script 2 times on one thing. So we will add the player movement script again. Okay, what I just did again on the player. Okay, so we just added that, and now we can use this 2 times, or I don't know how to pronounce or how to say that. And first what we will do is we'll set the x property to 0.2, and then we will set this to right and left arrow. Or if you want to, you can use any of the keys. If you click on that, we have all the keys on a keyboard, or we even has some other things like mouse and stuff. Okay, no, I think so, it's just keys. Yep, it's just keys. Okay, let's just set it to right and left. So that's that. In the second time when we added it, let's just close our rigid body so we can see it normally. Let's just set the Z value to 0.5, and not 0.5, let's just set it to 0.2 as we did with the X value, and let's just set it to up and down, or you can use the voiced keyword. Okay, it's flashing, let's just do that. You don't need to do that, that was just a simple problem. And then we will hit this play button. Make sure I don't have that because that is my own setting. Okay, let's just do that. Hit that play button. Like, if you haven't smash that like button down below this video. So as you can see, we are seeing the scene through our camera, and we can move around our player with the keys that we set in. We can do up, down, right and left. Voila, that's great. Okay, so then what we need to do for this level 1 is we just need to make this camera follow our player. So for that, okay, there is an error. I don't know why this is not when we do. Okay, variable target of camera. Okay, that's better for another script. I should probably delete this crap. Delete it, bro. And then you don't have to do anything like that. And then I should probably explain the camera follow script as we did with the player movement script. So let me open that. Double click to open and script. Or if you are creating, you can just right click, create and C# script. Go to Visual Studio Code, and this is a really simple script. First we set 2 variables. One's type is transform and the second is vector3, and then we name the first variable target and the second variable offset, and in the void update function we just set transform.position is equals to target.position plus the offsets. That's it. This is a really simple script. Go back to our Unity, to the select our player, or select, okay, select our camera and drag that camera script right here, or you can drag it to camera or main camera in our hierarchy. Drag that right here. In the target that the camera should see or follow is going to be this, our player. So what we will do is set the target, click on this little knob and select a sphere, our player, and then let's just play. Let's just first play and see what's happening. Okay, Unity usually takes a little bit of time for playing. Okay, so you are probably wondering where is the sphere and stuff, and it's moving. The camera is moving. So our camera, let me make sure that I don't fall off. Okay. Okay, what am I doing? I'm pretty bad at my own game. And then let's just click on that. F to focus. Then where is it going? Okay. Okay. It just fall off. Let's play this again. So I can show you what it is doing. And why our camera is somewhere else. Okay. So our camera is actually inside of our player, because in that script we set the transform of our camera to target position. Okay, so then it's getting inside of it. So what we need to do for that, this is where the offset variable comes in place. So what we need to do is, let's just pause this crap. Let's not pause this crap. Okay, after taking Unity 100 years to play, we have this camera right about here. So we cannot move our camera in any way, because when we move it, it's just setting that onto that. So what we need to do is move it back on our z-axis. In here we should probably move it. Our main camera should be right somewhere here. Don't care about those things. Let's just make it so our camera should be right here. We can tweak around this values, so it is going to add those values into our target position dot offset. So it's adding the target positions offset and these values, so that's why it's getting added. So we don't need to tweak around with this value. This is the X value. It's good at how it is. Let's just tweak it up. Let's just make it so it's a little back. You can tweak around with these values how you want this to be. Make it 4. Just make it like 9. And then remember these values. This is 0.9 on the y-axis and minus 1.4 on the z-axis. Let's unplay this, or whatever we will say. And then let's just set those values now. 0.9 on the y-axis and then minus 1.4 on the z-axis. That was on the y-axis. Let's save this. Control S to save. And then let's play this again. Okay. Okay, so now voila, we have it moving. So that's that. And then what we need to do is, those guys who used capsule instead of a sphere at the starting, so you are probably having some problems right here. So what you need to do is, just if you have a capsule instead of a sphere, just go to that capsule. Imagine this is a capsule. Just click on that. Go to its rigid bodies, expand that, and then let's just go to constraints and then freeze all of the rotations on the X, Y, and Z on all of the values. After you freeze it on all of the values, extend it again and then save it, and you are not going to have a problem. So this will stop the rotation, that's why you will not have any problems. But I have a sphere, so that's why I will not do that. And let's just make a basic level. The next video is going to be about the level 2 of this is going to be about how you can make good levels using just some simple mechanisms. And the third video I will tell you what it's going to be about in next video. So the next video is going to be about how you can make good levels. So first I will just simply make something that you can say it's a level, but it's not. It's just pieces. Let's just do that. Rotation tool, rotate that. Then let's just
scaling tool. Scale that, do this, scale that. Then let's just do that. And then let's just Control D to duplicate this. Do it right here. Get it right here. So you can make a basic. It's just to show you how it is going to work. This is just part 1. Then we are going
to make some coins and stuff in other parts. And we just have a simple basic game. There we can move around and the camera is following us. Okay, so we can just do that. In the next video, I will teach you guys how you can make good levels, or the next video will be about collision detection. So you can make some interesting levels with these simple mechanics. So bye bye, thanks for watching. That is it for today's video. So I'll see you in my next part of this tutorial. Thanks for watching. Smash that like button.